Hello and welcome to another episode of Kyle Woods Outdoors. Today we're going to be tying a perch, much like this. I have a Firehole 570 hook and an extra large tungsten bead. Just throw that up through there like that. Now I have this rusty orange or red thread. I'm going to be doing just a simple thread base here. Nothing special. We're just putting something down so our glue has somewhere to go, something to stick to, something to sort of soak into. I have a gel style super glue. Started buying it from the dollar store because I was sick of the cap drying to the bottle and having to throw a whole bunch of glue away. Now if that happens, it's only a smaller tube and it didn't cost me a fortune. Now we've got a fly rattle. We're gonna seat this on top and pinch it down, holding it square and center as we lash this in with our wraps. I like to put a good thread base on this, and we'll end at the end on the metal of the hook. Or the next step is to grab a few pieces of your flash. I'm using a fluorescent yellow for this perch pattern, but really you can use whatever. Like to line up the ends, lay them straight, fold them over on top of one another. This turns your 3 strands into 6 if you snip them right in the center like so. And we're just going to bring them in the back and seat them up against the bead. Do a few wraps over the top. Come around the bottom half. And there you have it. That should be good. Now we're going to take our belly tail hair. In this case, it's this fluorescent yellow. Chartreuse. Can be just taking that from the base and cleaning up the little fibers and tapering it out just so it looks a little more natural when we go to fold this thing back over. Do a few wraps, tug it, make sure you're on top. I mean, it can gum down and around the bead a little bit, but you don't want it to walk over and be on the top half of this thing. So that's pretty good. We're going to get this Kelly green color. I have a chunk, but I want more. Clean this up. Take my other chunk. Sometimes I like to do the tops in two separate chunks because it's easier to fold it around the hook. But I'll pinch it together as one and pull my taper from the two of them together. Once again, just tug it so it's upright and center. This stuff sort of walks when you tie it down and forward. I think that's pretty good there. I'm going to go back all the way down just for some strength. Now I'm going to take a little bit of that fluff I tugged away out of this, and we're going to just dub our body and hide this orange thread. At least along the body. You'll see where it comes out and stands out and makes nice separation for the gill plate, but this is also going to help just protect that glass bead. It is made of Pyrex, so there's some clay or kaolin in the structure of the glass, but we still want to protect it, keep it from cracking and breaking on us. We want this fly to last a long time. So just finish dubbing this up. Okay, so now I'm going to have a good dubbing over the top. We're going to fold our fibers backwards. Do some wraps in front. There we go. At this point in time, we are going to do a couple half hitches. Now that we have our bead glued down, we're going to be adding our true belly color, which will be this white. Suppose first we need to add our thread. I'm going to start in front and work down to the bead. Alright, now that we're all the way at the top, we're going to add this green. It's a light olive green. Do a wrap or so. Kind of got some mess going on with some super glue, but hey, that's okay. Separate our colors and pull them back. Do a nice little thread dam here. Finish with whip finish tool. Tug your fur where you want it. Before setting yourself up for eyes. I mean, I've done 2 whip finishes now. It's good enough for me. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here on the thread and a little bit of glue on the bead itself where I'm going to set up with my eyes. I have a 4mm eye that's in fire or red. We'll just call it red. I like to use the blade of my scissors to help myself set this down right. They're just flat. You know, the needle tool or the dubbing needle, it can work, but sometimes it can be a real pain if it wants to twitch or rotate or not sit flat. That's why I almost prefer scissors. Just maneuvering this so that there's a dark streak that goes through the eye. I just wanted that vertical. That's why I was trying to work that over a little harder than normal. there you have it. What happens from here is up to you. You could leave it as is. I'm going to draw some lines. You could do spots if you wanted to. I mean, perch have lines, but there's no reason why you couldn't do this in a little darker green and make it like a smallmouth pattern. There you have it, the little perch. Have fun, go fishing.